So I have an assignment that I've created that I want my students to do digitally. This is a Google Doc that has an article that I got from Newsela. And I put it onto this Google Doc with instructions for students to read the article and to do specific annotations. These are annotations that they could do digitally, like underlining key terms and vocab, highlighting main ideas, paraphrasing things in margins. So what I did is when I copied and pasted the article, I actually put it in as a table that had 3 columns. So I just went to Insert, Table, chose 3, and then I can change the size of my columns. Then what I did, I'm going to delete that, I just pasted it into the center. So now my students have a margin on the left and the right to do some of the things. Now the first thing I need to do if I want to assign this to students is I need to share this Google Doc. So I'm going to go up to Share up at the top right. I'm going to click Advanced. Where it says Private, only you can access, I'm going to click on Change and choose anyone with the link can view and press Save. Now I have this URL right here. I'm going to copy it, Control-C, and say Done. Now I'm going to go into my Google course right here, and I need to create an assignment. So I'm going to go to Assignments. I'm going to click Plus Assignment to create a new assignment. And I'm going to give this a title. So this is going to be Coronavirus Reading Annotations. Then I am going to write some instructions. Click here for reading. Click here to copy the article. And I'm going to highlight that. And I'm going to click on the link to URL. And I'm going to paste the link. Now, before I press Insert Link, I can do that, but kids will have to make a copy themselves, and some kids don't know how to do that. You can force them to make a copy. Right here after this, the last slash, it says slash and then edit, sharing. Sometimes it just says edit, sometimes it says other things like view. But anything after that last slash, I'm going to delete, and I'm going to type in copy. And this is going to force kids, when they click on the link, they're going to have to make their own copy of the link. So I'm going to say Insert Link. Then I'm going to tell the students, follow the directions on the assignment. And then submit as a Google Doc, follow directions in video below. And what I'm going to do to get a video for instructions for students of how to turn in the assignment, I have this document that's linked in the training, and I want my students to submit a Google Doc that I'm giving them. So if I click on this link and open up the YouTube video, it's going to start playing, so I'm going to pause it. But I have this URL up at the top. I'm going to copy it, Control-C or Command-C on a Mac, go back to my Canvas, and I'm going to paste Control or Command-V, and notice it automatically puts this YouTube thing here. So now my students can watch a video of how to turn in this assignment if they don't know how. I'm going to give it points. This one might be 10 points. It's going to go into my assignment category. I'm going to display grade as points because I want to give them points. You could do complete, incomplete if you want to give them a check mark, which is full points, or incomplete, which is less. I'm going to do points. It's an online submission, so you might have done no submission or on paper before. You want this as online, and you're going to check file uploads, and that will allow them to connect and turn in their Google Doc. I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to assign it to everyone, or you can assign it to just particular periods. This is not my actual real student class, so I don't see my class periods here, but you would see that in yours. You need to choose a due date. So I'm going to make mine for like way in the future because this is just a sample that I might want to use again. And I'm going to leave the available and until up empty because I want students to be able to access it right away and for as long as necessary while we may be on a break. So then I'm going to click Save and Publish. Now, students can click here to make a copy of the article. It forces them to make a copy. this is now their own personal copy of the document that they can highlight, that they could write on, and it doesn't affect anyone else's document. Now, when I go back here, it just tells them to follow directions, submit as a Google Doc. Here is a video they could watch that shows them how to turn this in from the student end.